When you want to study any course in any Nigerian university, one of the first things to look out for is whether the school is accredited. The same thing is applicable in marriage. When you are dating for marriage, you have to ask the necessary and important questions. My name is Sandra Ezeji Anyaele. I am your marriage foundation coach. I want to thank all those that has stuck with us since the inception of this channel. I want to also tell those that have not yet subscribed to, please subscribe to this life-changing channel. In today's video, I have aptly titled it, How to Marry Intelligently. The name suggests what we are going to talk about today. I decided to talk about this because of the ongoing issue on social media. At this point, I am not talking about whether the story is a prank or not, but I just want to make this video in order to educate our women generally. It was said that YUL EDOCHIE married a second wife. Apart from marrying a second wife, this said second wife has given birth for him, a baby boy, a handsome boy. We all saw that trending. But I want you to understand that I am not talking about this, from the angle of who is right and who is wrong, or from the angle of, he did well or he did not do well. No, not at all. Like I said, I am talking about it in order to educate women so that when they want to marry, they will marry intelligently. Now you might be wondering, how will one marry intelligently? You marry intelligently when you ask the necessary questions. You marry intelligently when you ask important questions. You marry intelligently when you dig deep in order to find out some of the things your would-be partner told you, whether they are true or they are false. Because sometimes people lie in the name of marriage, or because they want to get married to you, they tell you a lot of things that might not necessarily be true. Do you know that some people will tell you that they want to marry you because their first marriage they were divorced, but when you dig deeper, you notice that they were married and still are married? There are so many questions you need to ask your intended, and these questions are necessary and very important. I keep saying it that you should not be carried away by the euphoria of falling in love and all that. And I've also said it that it has been proven, not even I saying it, it has been proven that love on its own is not enough to sustain a marriage. That is just the truth. I want to tell you something that nobody has ever told you. Even all the noise going about now on social media, they have not brought out the point, because I keep saying it that when there is an issue, the most important thing you have to take out from that story is the learning points. What are we supposed to learn from this story? And that is where I am going. Now, some people have been telling, like I said, some people are saying it's a prank, some people are saying it's not a prank. But however, I just want to put it out there so that you will learn. Subsequently, what are you supposed to do? And even if you are about to get married, listen very well, because you will pick something that will aid you in that your marriage. Now, the wife of, or quote and unquote, the first wife of YUL EDOCHIE, that is May, what we failed to find out is, yes, they are married. We know them as husband and wife. But what we failed to find out is whether they were married under the act. There is marriage under the act. Yes, because a lot of people have been telling her, he cheated, it's polygamy, you have to leave. A lot of advice, because we have a lot of social media in-laws. But have you asked yourself, what type of marriage did they have? Nobody is talking about that. We know them as husband and wife. They have beautiful children. But have we asked ourselves that question? Because to be honest with you, before you will have the right to sue anybody for bigamy, though it's not common in Nigeria, if it is outside here, for instance, in America, I can tell you that May will be swimming in money. Yes, she will be swimming in money. But this is not America, this is Nigeria. It is not common. But you can actually sue somebody for bigamy. It means that this person is married to you, the person is still married to you, he has not divorced you, and now he wants to marry another wife. Now, going to Judith, we cannot really say that they actually paid her bride price. And if they actually did pay her bride price, YUL did not marry her under the act. So it can also be said that if truly YUL married her traditionally, in the eyes of law, she is still a concubine. I don't know if I'm making sense. In the eyes of law, Judith is still a concubine. Yes, she is still a concubine, because he has not dissolved the first marriage and he cannot marry another person under the Marriage Act. That is just the truth. Now, it's going to be a shock to some people that have already been married. I want to give you an assignment. And if you get confused or if you get stuck in that assignment, send me a DM so that I can clarify you. If you're already married and you wedded in the church, go and bring out your marriage certificate. Yes, I said it's an assignment. I want to open your eyes to things that you don't know, so that peradventure things like this happen, you know what to do and you know where you stand in that your marriage. Bring out your marriage certificates. Then look at it. Is it from the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Because fine, some churches will join you, but they don't have authority to give that certificate. Am I making sense? Are you getting me? I know it's going to come as a rude shock to a lot of people. Some people will tell you he did not marry him, he did not marry her in church. Some people think that it is enough for you to marry in church. No, it is not enough, my darling, because there are some churches that can, join you, but they don't have authority to issue that marriage certificate. That is the truth. Go and find out. Do the research yourself. I am telling you what I know. I am telling you what I'm very sure of. So now, if your marriage certificate does not have the Federal Republic of Nigeria and you don't have witnesses, at least 2 witnesses to sign, my darling, I want to just advise you that you don't need to do an elaborate party. It's just for both of you to go back. You do that in the magistrate court. You go back and get 2 witnesses and then do that marriage under the act. Is very important. That is when you have the security. The fact that you married in the church, it is not enough. Let me also give you an example. If you have a church and the church has different branches, it will not be all the branches of that church that will have the authority to issue that certificate. Did you get that? If you belong to a church, let us say church A or church B, I'm not mentioning any name, and the church has different branches, let me say like 5 branches in a particular city, it is not all the branches that will have the authority to issue that certificate. I hope I am making sense. Then you will go to the particular one that has the authority to issue that certificate. This is very important. So you don't have to say, because I wedded in the church. Wedding in the church is not enough. The certificate your church has given you will carry the name of your church, not the name of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. These are 2 different things. Information is power. When you are not informed, you are deformed. I am taking my time to explain all this because even if what happened between y'all and the wife is a prank, let it not be that it happened and somebody somewhere does not know what to do. I am putting it out there for you to understand what is involved in being married. As women, we need security. Of course, nobody goes into marriage with the intention of coming out after 1 month, with the intention of coming out after 5 years. Nobody goes into marriage with that intention. But that security is very important. You cannot determine the character or the behavioral pattern of an individual. We are not praying for that, but it does happen. The person might change. And when this person changes, what do? You want to float? You don't need to float. You have got children. Yes, you have got children. So, like I was saying, if your EDOCHIE did not marry Mary under the act, then she doesn't have a point. Then she doesn't have a case. Yes, she doesn't have a case because according to Igbo tradition, if you are married traditionally as an Igbo man, as culture demand, your EDOCHIE has the right to marry more than 1 wife. Yes, if he chooses to. Don't get me wrong. Don't say I am encouraging polygamy. It is not what I'm saying. After all, we are not even looking at polygamy per se. We are looking at cheating. We are looking at adultery. Yes. And under that adultery, May already has the right to sue you. That is just the truth. But what we are saying is that if she was not married, there was no marriage under the act, she doesn't have a case. But if there was marriage under the act, then she has a case. Yes, then people that are advising her to leave, that is not how it is done. Yes, I am not going to go, too deep because it is really, really deep. I'm just doing surface explanation so that you will understand it. So now, coming to Judith, I don't really have much to say to Judith because if she actually, went ahead and did her traditional marriage with YUL, she is in for trouble. Maybe she doesn't know. Some of these things, when they don't explain it, you think you can, do anything you like and get away with it. It is only when you marry under the act, marriage under the act, it supersedes tradition, it supersedes culture. Quote me anywhere. Yes, I have to make research, I have to ask questions. I have people that are well informed in this more than I do that guided me before I decided to make this video. And I took my time to make this video because I wanted to be sure, because I wanted to gather the information I needed so that I will tell you the right thing. So we don't even know. Before we, go ahead and start passing judgment or start advising me on what to do and what not to do, we have to find out if she was married under the act. I am not saying church wedding because the church, like I said, might not have the authority to issue that certificate. There are criteria. You have to find out yourself. There are criteria. So you don't just, you don't just go and the government will give you permission to do that. No. That is why it is important that somebody, even when this person says, I am a divorcee, find out if truly this person has dissolved the former marriage. Find out. Not just finding out. Make sure that this person marries you under the act. In which case, if anything comes up tomorrow, you are covered. Yes, if anything comes out tomorrow, you are covered. That is why I titled this video, How to Marry Intelligently. You have to be intelligent when you are getting married. We still go back to foundation. When you are dating for marriage, what are the things to talk about? Why are you so interested in the wedding that will last for one day and you are not interested in the marriage? Ask important questions. Ask necessary questions. Yes. It's like somebody telling you, I'm a born again. When you say, let us go and do HIV test. Let's go and do so and so. And the person telling you, have a sister. Why will you say I should go and do something when you know I'm already a born again? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because some of these things, before you met Christ, maybe you were living a promiscuous life. Nobody knows. Yes, nobody knows. And even if you feel that you are a saint, so to speak, there are other ways you can get these diseases. Yes, there are other ways. Scientifically proven, there are other ways. So don't close your eyes and say, I have seen a man that want to marry me. You go ahead and you marry this person. You are not asking any questions. Then, if you know that you want to get married, make sure that this man marries you the right way. You must be married under the act. That is the only time that if anything happens, you can sue this man. There are some cases where somebody will say, I want to divorce this man. I want to divorce this woman. And when this person brings out the certificate, you notice that the person did not marry under the act. You don't have a case. Yes, it sounds strange, but that's the truth. You can do your own findings. Marry intelligently. That is the only way you can be secure. Love is beautiful, but I can tell you that love is not enough to sustain a marriage. I don't want to make this video too long. It's already getting long, but I know that the impact I'm making is worth your while. If this video has made sense to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Share this video. And in the comment section, if there are things you think we did not mention or you were confused about and you want to talk about it, please let's have it in the comments so that people will learn. I want as many people as possible to get this information just as you have done. Please share this video. Turn up your notification button so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.